is a show that focuses on the person behind the brony. I'm your host, Osaka Jack. Please sit back and relax as we talk to this week's guest brony. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Into the Spotlight. With me today, I have someone that you may have seen featured on a few sites, Miss Cifra. Hello.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm doing very well. How about you?
I am doing okay and hot and melting. I do not like this summer thing. I am very, very much looking forward to a dry, cool autumn that I hope comes within the month, but won't come within two.
Oof.
That was a long answer. I'm sorry.
I totally understand. I can't wait until cooler weather.
Yes. My logic has always been if I'm cold, I can put on more clothes to get warmer, but there's only so much I can take off
Exactly.
in the realm of decency to get cooler. Well, if anyone is not familiar with your work, can you describe what do you do?
I draw a lot of pony art. I draw some comics. I do short animations or animated comics sometimes as well.
Mhm.
And that's basically everything I do.
What is something that you feel is one of your most well-known items?
Um, I think uh, one of them would have to be an animation I did of a Philly Twilight, which was supposed to be part of a longer video, but
Mm.
um, I think I posted a preview of it, and I'm pretty sure that's probably one of my more popular uploads.
Mm-hmm.
And a comic I did about Derpy and her cutie mark called We Are Pilots.
Ah, yes. Well, if we can talk for a little bit about the Philly Twilight one, that was supposed to be a full running animation.
It was supposed to be about a 4 or 5 minute long animation. It was an animated music video, I
Okay.
guess, to a song that I heard a couple of years ago that just made me think of Twilight.
Hmm.
And I'm still thinking of whether or not I want to continue with that,
Right.
so I'm not sure how much I should say about it, but
Okay. Okay. Of course, don't give anything away that you don't. You're not sure of. Just on it real fast. It's incredibly cute. Just the little bit that you have posted on the DeviantArt is incredibly cute. There seems to be almost an anime style to her eyes.
yes.
Was that on purpose?
Um, it wasn't, although I feel like when I draw, there's a lot of anime influence whenever
Hmm.
I draw.
Okay.
I watch a lot of Studio Ghibli movies, and I have been like watching a lot of anime lately,
Okay.
so
Okay.
it just comes out whenever I draw ponies.
Ah, okay. Okay. So it wasn't specifically supposed to be anime, it's just your style working into
Yeah.
it. I see. I see. Okay. Okay. Is there a point at which you're going to have information about this animation, whether or not you can release it, or
Um, some point in the next month, I
okay.
think
All right, that's
I
good
will
enough. That's
have
good enough.
something.
I won't push. I won't push. Just at some point in probably August, then we can get it.
Yes.
Okay. And I have to mention this. Uh, the new Ghibli movie, Kaze Tachinu,
Mhm.
The Wind Rises. One of my, I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet. One of my students said that this movie was sadder than Grave of the Fireflies.
Oh, I can't even imagine that.
This is the response I've heard a lot. I can't even imagine it's sadder, but my student insists that this movie is sadder
Oh
than
my,
that one. So I'm like, oh my.
I don't know how I'm gonna handle that.
Hmm. She said it had some very nice moments in it, and it did have, but yeah, she said the overall thing is sadder than Grave of the Fireflies. I'm like, oh man, is that is that possible?
I didn't think it could be possible.
I yeah, I'm morbidly curious to possibly go watch it and find out, but at the same time, if she's right, then I'm never going to smile again if I finish. Well, you mentioned it real fast, but the We Are Pilots,
Yes.
the Derpy comic. the name comes from...
It comes from a Shiny Toy Gun song called
Okay,
of the same name.
all right.
Um, I think a couple of years ago, I was on Reddit and I read a thread from a brony who had gotten kicked out of his home. And around that same time, I had a bunch of friends who were at crossroads in their lives and were going through a really tough time. And so I guess I was inspired to make this comic about for anyone who ever felt like they didn't know what they were doing in life or they felt lost or unaccepted. And I just wanted people to know that, there's like a place for you out there and people who care about you. And
Right, right.
I thought what better um, character to represent that than Derpy because you see like the comics and you feel like you can relate to her, I guess.
Hmm. I can see that, sure. And it is a very nice comic. I was surprised at the movement at the end. Just scrolling through it, I was like, "Oh, this is pretty. This is pretty. This her hair is moving."
Yeah, I hadn't planned on that actually, but I
Oh,
couldn't
really?
get that last panel to look how I wanted or it didn't feel right. So I
Okay,
thought,
okay.
why not add movement? Maybe it'll help it a little bit.
Hmm.
So I think I streamed that one and some people came by and gave me feedback on it, which was really great.
That's nice. That's good. Huh. Yeah, very well done. Well, you mentioned it also, but you do have a significant collection of animated little thingies.
Yeah.
Um, the I know, I know you probably intended something else, but the no title pick. The
I'm
mm.
so bad at coming up with titles for things.
If somebody suggests a perfect title for this one, would you go and change it, or at this point just leave it as no title?
I would still change it. I
Really?
think
Okay.
people were suggesting some titles in the description, and they were all really, really good.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
I think if you look through my gallery, they're very generic titles. Like the animations are like Philly Twilight Sparkle thing, because like just everything would just be titled like drawing one or drawing two if it was up to me.
that, that would be, yeah, a little bit. It reminds me, uh, the original idea on Family Guy
Mhm.
was that they were going to name each episode something that had nothing at all to do with what the show was about. So some of the first ones are like murder mystery titles, like "Death Comes in a Shiny Car" or something. I don't remember the exact one. And it was funny, but after like the third or fourth episode, they started to realize that they couldn't even refer to what they had just done by its own title. They had to say, "What are we talking about? Oh, we're talking about the one where this happens." Right, right, that's right. Okay. So they actually had to go back and add, or had to at that point change and just make them actual names.
I
So
should
I
just do
guess,
that with my uploads. Just
yeah, sure. Just give it a random name, and then when people are start questioning, why is it named this? Well, do you have a better name?
right? That works so much better than no title.
It does kind of, well, okay. But no, I think that's a really nice one. Was there a holiday intended to be
Yes, it
inspired by
was.
that one?
I believe there was a Secret Santa event that I was I volunteered to be a part of,
Ah,
and um, I think the person I picked really liked Luna, Twilight, and Fluttershy, and I couldn't
there you go.
think of like a really good photo, and I didn't want it to be specific to a holiday,
Right.
basically. So I just thought maybe they could all hang out and go stargazing or something.
Hmm, hmm. Huh.
I'm pretty sure I was late with the deadline.
Wow. And okay, it works for the picture, but I'm just now noticing that it's snowing, and we have a perfectly clear view of the stars. It. I'm just imagining one cloud directly over their head. That's
Maybe Rainbow Dash is up there with
there we
just
go.
one cloud.
Hmm, hmm. It's her. It's her Christmas present to everybody. Hey, snow right ahead
Yeah,
of you.
there you go. Snow, perfect.
Yeah. I have to question though. Okay, I'm sorry, real fast. One that you did, one of the animations you did, another Twilight da 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 thing. It's the recreation of the spark scene.
Yes.
Why would you put that in scraps?
Um, I didn't think it would get a lot of attention, I guess.
Really? It,
Yeah, you should like for something like that, I just wanted to upload it just because it's there, but I didn't consider it like an actual piece that people would actually like that would belong in my main gallery.
I see. I'm going to disagree, but okay. Hmm. Have there been any animations or other things that you've attempted and just couldn't get to work as you wanted it to?
Yes, there are a few like just like the Philly Twilight one that I'm working on or the Twilight one that I'm working on. There are a few animate animated music videos that I've had in my mind for a while, but I just never got it to work the way I wanted to.
Okay.
Um, I think I had one involving Trixie at some point
Oh,
and just her travels from town to town.
okay.
Um, but I could never figure out exactly how I wanted it to work, so I had been debating about whether to make it a comic or an animation.
Hmm.
But that's somewhere in the back of my mind right now.
Right, right.
And I think I uploaded a comic on Tumblr a while ago, with an alternate universe Discord and Twilight. Uh,
Okay.
and that was actually supposed to be a series of music videos that I'm probably never gonna get
Ah,
to, but um, I figured they would take so long because of the style I was working in.
okay, okay.
That I'm just gonna make them into all their own separate comic books or comics.
Comic book.
Comic book would be
That, wow. Talk about a.
that's a little too
Ooh. Yeah, I
ambitious.
was gonna say that's a lot of ambition there. I'm gonna make books for everybody, and wow.
Give them out next convention I go to.
You will be speed tackled. People will be searching. There she is. Well, I want to. Okay, I love the shoes, the rainbow dash shoes. Those are cute. And that's actually something you made. I mean, not like photoshopped. You actually made that, right? Okay,
Yes.
okay. But I'm curious. On your DeviantArt, there is a cosplay section that is empty, and the implication is that it's there, so you're intending something to go there at some point.
I actually forgot that I made that. Actually, a couple of years ago, or was it last year? My friends and I, well, I do cosplay at conventions somewhat regularly.
Great.
But we did have a My Little Pony group
Mm,
that we put together, and we were supposed to wear to one of the conventions that we went to.
mm, mm.
And I intended to put photos up there, but we never quite got around to taking any pictures. One of my friends was Pinkie Pie, and there's this little cupcake shop that's not too far from where I live, and it's absolutely the perfect spot
Oh
for.
yeah,
It's all pink, and it's just perfect for her.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and I have one friend who dressed up as Nightmare Moon, and we were just going to take a bunch of shots, sort of recreating the pilot episode, but I we never just
Ah,
got around to it. We were all so busy, and
mhm,
they
mhm.
live far away, so.
Oh. I have not seen that, but I think that would be cool. Not filmed, mind you, but just like a animatic style shot for shot remake of the original episode with real people.
Oh yeah. I think we
Oh,
intended to do something similar to that, and it just never got off the ground.
oh, it would be so cool. Well, so I do have to talk of though. Okay, so the cosplay section will at some point have pictures, or probably not.
It might. I still have one of my friends, the one who cosplayed Nightmare Moon. I have some photos of her cosplay.
Hmm.
Her DeviantArt name is Pokemon Master Kimba, which I think she might have a few photos in there
Okay.
if anyone wants to check that out. Um, that I was planning on uploading, and two of my friends were Applejack and Big Mac, and we took
Oh,
some photos of them too. So I might upload photos of their cosplays
right,
into that section.
but not yours.
I'm very reluctant to upload anything that has to do with me.
I understand. I understand. I won't push, but I'm sure it would be cool.
maybe one day.
Fair enough. Well, I love it, but I don't know. How has the response been on the my moustache picture that you did?
Um, for the most part, people think it's funny. It's fairly well received from people I've talked to.
Good.
Um, yeah, it was just a really silly thing. I don't remember what even provoked that.
Well, I mean, the implication is there. Stephen Magnet says that somebody came by and just shaved his mustache off, and what happened to that part of the mustache? It's not on the floor or anything. I mean,
Right? I feel like she had to put it to use somehow.
sure. Yeah. Well, I mean, speaking of putting it to use, you kind of put it to use with the Nightmare Moon felt or fleece.
That's right. I had some orange fleece lying around, and I was like, I don't know what I'm ever gonna do with this, so
Hmm.
why not add it in as an accessory?
Now, did you actually? Is the was the Nightmare Moon? Did you make that?
I did.
Oh, okay. Just one. I don't see a lot of. I don't see any other fleece ponies on your site.
No, I only made Nightmare Moon. I just happened to have fleece.
Hmm.
I think a few years back, I just kept hoarding fabric from Joann's because I thought I would make things, but it just never
Okay.
happened.
Right.
Um, and I thought, why not make a Nightmare Moon? I have the supplies for it, and I had some ideas like adding LED lights or
Which looks cool.
and glow in the dark paint. So
Huh.
I thought I would just craft one. And after that was done, I think I made a Pinkie Pie, and that was it. I think I had my fill of trying to craft ponies. I don't
Ha!
know how people do that all the time.
I see. But you auctioned that one off?
Yes,
Oh, okay. So somebody has it out there.
someone out there has her. I can't remember who though.
Right.
Thanks to whoever bought her, by the way,
Hmm.
because I didn't think anyone would bid on it.
Did you include the mustache?
Yes, of course.
Oh, okay. Is how is the mustache attached? Is it just
Um,
tape or
it's
Velcro? Like,
elastic. There's
oh,
elastic,
okay.
so if whoever bought it wants to wear it themselves, they could totally just wear out a mustache.
Interesting. Okay, all right. I wasn't imagining like Magnet.
I thought of that,
Stephen
but
Magnet, come on now. The
there
joke
you
is
go.
right there.
Now I have to make another Nightmare Moon.
That could be your thing. The Stephen Magnet Nightmare Moon with magnets. Oh,
That could be a booth at a comic convention, I think.
sure, it could. Actually, I'm thinking of it now. Oh no, I guess at Neverfree Northwest, I did see some magnets being sold, some like Cutie Mark style magnets, but they didn't use the name Stevens magnets.
Well, see, someone has to use it.
Yeah, come on now. If you're making something with magnets and yeah, you got to name it Steven Magnets, Stevens magnets. What a waste. Do you have any plans for convention attendance in the future?
Um, I really wanted to go to an Everfree at some point in
Hmm.
time. I've been trying for the past 2 years to go, but something always just comes up. I think I even bought my ticket last year, um, or Equestria LA, just because it's so close to where I am.
Right. Hmm. All right, but no concrete plans yet.
No concrete plans.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, a question that I ask in each of my interviews: what would you say in all of My Little Pony? What is the one line or scene that defines you as a brony?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yeah, it
Um,
is.
I just don't know what went wrong.
Okay.
That's probably me.
Okay. Why would that be?
I I don't know. I just think it's perfect. It's so fitting for me.
Hmm.
I think other people would agree with that.
Well, I'm sure there are others that have used it. Yes, but okay. So that's yours. I just don't know what went wrong. Do you find yourself often sitting down and breaking the floor?
Oh yes, often, too often.
Really? Wow, okay.
We need a new town hall where I live.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's okay. I hear that one person's just left. They're going to send back some bits, so it's okay.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, yeah. I think. I mean, I haven't heard from them in a while. I don't know.
We better. I hope nothing happened.
This is like the worst attempt to read out the script ever, but okay.
Reenacting it.
Yeah.
We'll have to make a cosplay shoot of that too.
Also would be cool. Yes. Heck, just go for all three seasons.
There you
Between
go.
now and the release of season 4, we'll just do get cosplayers and just photo reenact the entire season, the entire series.
I would actually love to see that.
So would I. I mean, I'm joking about it, but yeah, I want this now. This would be cool. All right, let's find somebody who has a lot of backing, go to the next con, and just start asking the cosplayers, so, what you doing for the next few months?
Well, I have an idea for you.
Yeah.
This is what we're gonna do.
Or even just, no, I won't do that. I would say just get like hundreds of pictures of one in front of a green screen and just Photoshop all of them, but no, that wouldn't look as good. Well, in your picks, there is a series of holidays that you've done.
Mhm.
We've got Nightmare Night and Hearthswarming Eve with
Yes.
Sweet Belle and Rarity. And even though no title doesn't really have a specific holiday to it, this could easily be a New Year's one.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be, but could be.
I think when I uploaded it, I just thought it would be a great New Year's upload.
Yeah, yeah, I would agree. I would agree. Are you planning to do other holidays?
I think I always plan to do one for every holiday.
Okay.
Um, I think I had a Hearts and Hooves Day one on Tumblr, and
Oh, okay.
it was Rainbow Dash doing a Sonic Rainbow, but it comes out in the shape of a heart. I don't.
Aww.
I I guess I never uploaded that to my gallery though.
That's cute. Okay, so we've got Hearthwarming Eve, Hearts and Hooves Day, Nightmare Night. Anything for winter wrap up?
Nothing yet
Oh, okay.
that I've planned,
All
but
right.
possibly at some point
Okay,
I'm
so
going to
let's
do
see.
that too.
So let's see. We're missing a winter wrap up. We're missing a running of the leaves and a summer sun celebration.
Oh yeah. I think Running of the Leaves might appear in that animation I'm working on.
Oh, okay. Oh, did you spoil it? I don't know.
Luckily, that's not too big of a spoiler,
Okay,
but
okay, good. I'm vehemently anti-spoiler, so I would hate it if I inadvertently caused you to say something that would spoil it. It would make me so sad. So then, just missing Summer Sun Celebration, Winter Wrap Up. Trying to think if there's any other holiday in there. Arbor Day. I think Spike at one point mentions Arbor Day.
I have to do one now. He and Fluttershy could celebrate it together.
Sure, absolutely. Get some Timberwolves out there. Yeah, they would love Arbor Day.
That's going to be an amazing picture.
One of the others that I love it just because it is epic is Fluttershy and the Dragon,
Oh yeah,
which is a large jump from your usual style.
it is. I think before ponies came on, or the new generation of ponies came on the air, I drew dragons a lot in this style, and particularly that style.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I was browsing through my folders, and I had an unfinished dragon photo that I never knew what to do with,
Mm-hmm.
and I just wanted. I thought after um, watching the first season, I was like, perfect, Fluttershy, done. And
Okay, so this is a pick that took literally 3 years to finish.
pretty much
Not continuously, no, but so it's
something
over
was
the course.
always missing, and it wasn't until ponies came on that I figured out what it was.
All right, I see. Okay, okay. Have you ever revisited this dragon style that you used to do?
I have recently more in traditional art though.
Okay.
I had a picture that I was working on that had a dragon. I think I uploaded a preview of it to my Twitter or Tumblr again
Mm-hmm.
or something, and I'm pretty sure I added main six as fillies
Okay.
onto that picture, and I think I was gonna send it off to be auctioned, but I don't know where it is.
I can assume it's really cute. There we
Sure.
go. So, what can we look forward to aside from the possible upcoming animation that we're not going to talk about? What's
Um,
something we can look forward to?
hopefully that animation.
Mm-hmm.
Um, hopefully those comics that I never quite finished with the alternate universe.
Right.
And um,
I think it is a definite sign. Well, in my mind, it's a definite sign of an artist that they have quite a few unfinished projects. If I think if I ever met anybody who said, "Nah, I'm done. They're all finished. It looks good," I think I would just have to quit. Just give up on talking to them. Like, no, you're not an artist. Go away.
and I think there's one more video. I just looked through my folder of
Mm.
my work in progress, which is just like a bunch of sketches and nothing concrete. There's one more video that I am trying to make.
Okay.
Um, af
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
yeah,
You can
it's
tease if you'd like, but don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
yeah, I'm not even sure how it's gonna come out, so I can't
Okay.
really talk that much about it.
All right. All right. Fair enough.
So I guess two videos and a few comics so far.
And I assume you'll have like dozens and dozens of pairs of the Rainbow Dash shoes for sale at the next con too.
I possibly. As- I've only ever made one other pair for someone, and it was Ed from Acoustic Brony. Uh,
Ah, okay. Okay.
and I sent those to him.
Hmm.
So I was thinking maybe a pair of Wonderbolt shoes. I don't know.
I think you should make Stephen Magnet shoes and just put mustache on the toe.
This has to happen now.
Uh huh. Yeah, just thought of it, but yeah, yeah. Wouldn't that be cool? Just a Stephen Magnet on the front, big old mustache right there.
I approve of this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love it when I make a joke and all of a sudden it turns out to be a good idea, and I'm like, oh yeah.
There's just so many good ideas just coming out right now.
Yay! I've contributed to the to-do list. Woohoo! As long as the to-do list exists, our world can never be destroyed. I am keeping the world safe.
You're keeping everything alive.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And I would guess you kind of implied it, but I'm guessing that the fleece plushies are probably out for a while.
For now, yeah.
Okay.
I think I was going to make some talking ones, but after Pinkie Pie, just no.
Talking ones like include actual clips from the show or
Yeah,
fan vehicles or
the one Pinkie Pie one I did had like maybe 20 lines from the show, and
yes.
I think she sang the Smile song. I don't even remember anymore. She said a lot of things. But I'd have to rework a pattern for her or for the ponies, so
See, I'm just the jokester in me. If you're able to include 20 lines, I would just include one that has no business being there. Just have like one, I don't know, Optimus Prime line that's just has nothing, transform and roll out or something. It's
I
just
think I'm
every once in a while. Oh, look, it's Pinky. I want to see you smile. Transform and roll out. Wait a minute.
I think I'm gonna make a Celestia plush now, and she's just gonna say that randomly.
Tra- Make a Celestia plush and just have random quotes from every animated leader, but none from actual Celestia.
I feel like any fake talking pony toys would just have that.
Just have Celestia start saying to infinity and beyond. Yo, Joe, transform and roll out.
It's a lot
I
better than let's fly to the castle. Why not?
Yeah, this is true. Yeah, very true. Or even add "Let's Fly to the Castle." Just have like somebody doing it in Stephen Magnet's voice.
There you go.
Let's fly to the castle.
All these lines are just ways that Celestia gets to the castle.
Yep. It's the incantation that she has to chant. There we
This is my headcanon now.
go. And she makes it purposefully embarrassing and difficult for anybody else to do. Celestia turns out is actually a very good voice actress, so she can imitate it and do these incantations.
I want Twilight and Luna to say this now.
Yes. I would imagine Luna just, we are not saying this. Then you're going to have to fly the old-fashioned way. Then that's what we'll do. Which is why in the royal wedding, Luna actually has to fly from the moon as opposed to. There
Exactly.
we go. She was too embarrassed to say the incantation.
See, we're filling in all the gaps now.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. We are the spackle of the fandom now. Which honestly, just thinking about it now, that's an awesome name for an OC pony. Spackle.
There should be a spackle pony.
Uh-huh. Just fills in the gaps. Keeps everything staying together in a nice little glue. Spackle.
I like this. Someone needs to draw a spackle pony now.
I was really very flattered, but some just a random OC that I imagined in one of my previous interviews was actually drawn, and I was like, oh, look at that! It's a thing that I just made a joke about. It's so cute. So yeah, look for Spackle. Hoping for Spackle. Anybody? Well, are there any upcoming projects that you really want to plug? Of course, we're going to be looking out for the animation that you can't talk about.
Um, I think the animation's probably the main thing that I'm working on.
Okay.
So hopefully I'll have that done soon.
So within a month, probably before winter.
Yes.
Okay.
Um, the original idea for that was actually, I think I started it in what, 2000, the end of 2011 or early 2012.
Okay.
And the idea was to have it actually done before BronyCon, but I got really busy with family and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So right now the idea is to have it done somewhere before winter or by winter,
Okay.
when the new season starts.
Right. That's a good idea. And that's a good goal to set for it, because it might happen that once the new season starts, the first scene in the first show, well, that completely ruins the canon that I wanted to set up. Great.
I imagine that would happen to me. I'm finally done. Just what the very first opening line just ruins everything.
Wouldn't that be just horrible? You just finished this entire thing of Twilight being amazed at a library. Then the first episode, I never went to a library before I went to Ponyville. Ah!
That would happen to me.
Okay, so look for the terrible luck spackle and the Stephen Magnet shoes.
Oh yes.
Well, thank you so much for coming by and speaking with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Everyone, be sure to follow Reese Cifra on Tumblr, DeviantArt, Twitter, other social media.
I think that's about it
Okay.
that I frequent.
All right. Do you have a YouTube channel?
I do, but it's only reserved for when I finish my video.
Okay, so I assume that the other media will be aware of it once it happens.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So look for the YouTube video link when the video is finished, probably before season 4.
Fingers crossed. And hopefully no one ruins my headcanon on it.
We'll hope. We'll hope. Again, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you for having me.
Everyone, we've been speaking with Reese Cifra today. This has been Into the Spotlight with Osaka Jack on Everfree Network. We'll catch you next time.